Hello for the Magic Fine Blade Vortex build guide, I would say this. I'm going to go over pretty much the build I've been playing the last couple days, maybe a week or whatever it is now, that I did both of the Magic Fine projects on. So, the build is going to be, I'm going to start at the back. The build is squishy. It's got 3k life. And yeah, but let's go into it. If I can figure out buttons, there you go. So, it's pretty straightforward. It's like a budget-ish Magic Find build, I would say. Pretty much, the bow is a standard BV build. To be honest, crafting this bow was the easy part. Coloring the bow was the hard part. Because 3 blue, 2 red, and 1 green does not want to go. I've gotten 3 blue, 2 green, 1 red many times, but I'm going to say the easy way to color this bow is do on the bench 3 blue until you get either the 2 red and 1 blue, 1 green, or like 2 green, 1 red, like anything that will work, and just pay for the 4 key 1 of 6 sockets in TFT. That's what I did. It took like 3 tries, but it's going to save you a lot of currency in the long run. And then for this one, make sure you look at the dex requirement on the bow. That's a sniper is usually the better one because it's lower dex requirement. And you also get some crit strike on it. But pretty much I just bought a +1 fracture one and slammed essences on it with the spell damage one. I think it's like woe or something. Until I got the until I got a T1 global crit strike multi, and it's a null until those only 3 mods left. And then you craft cannot roll attack mods, exalt slam the wait, wrong bow, never mind. That's wrong bow. That's if you don't have the +1. So get those 3, and then it's just multi-mod, and just craft the +2 and then double damage. Very straightforward. The bow is not done. It still needs the 30% quality and the enchantment, but we'll see where that goes. Straightforward. Increase crit damage, power charge, unleash, empower, Val BV, and inspiration. Obviously, you know, awaken level 4, a 21, 20, you know, alternate qualities, or 21, like 20, that's 21 already, but 21 here, like there's a lot more damage out of this bow you can get, but this was a budget version. I built it. Rings, Fender's Gambles, both of them. Go for as high quant and rarity you can, and resistance just based on what you need for your build. That's why originally both of them were like this and all triple plus, but I didn't need all the triple plus, so I just bought a new ring for like 2 divines that had better quant and rarity, and it still worked with resistance. Devotos, you don't need a helmet like this with the +1 and the BB duration. If you can find one, I would say go for it. They are rare to come up on the market, but they do help give you the +1 power charge. They give you chaos res, they give you movement speed, attack speed. Like they're pretty nice overall to get, but they are, I'm pretty sure, pretty rare. Let's see. Yeah, 20 divines. I bought mine for 4. Or just get the +1 and just pay a lab runner. Probably cheaper that way, to be honest. It's pretty much Assassin's Mark with Arcanist brand. Only time I use this is bosses. I barely ever use it. And pretty much precision level 1 for a little bit of accuracy and some crit strike chance, and also for the Watcher's Eye. Mine, that's the reason I had precision also, and flame dash. Quiver. It's pretty easy to craft this quiver. I crafted this extremely easy. Just buy the base with either Shaper or Crusader with one of the mods on it and slam the other one. That's pretty much all you gotta do. So it's pretty much just fizz damage convert to cold, because we're not using the gloves to convert our, hold on. Dash, this, dash, this. Okay. So since we're not using the gloves like normal BB builds do to convert your cold damage, you need to get some on the quiver. So you use the quiver, the mastery, and the Watcher's Eye. So this is pretty much going to be 25% conversion. It also gives me some Fizz extra chaos, Fizz extra cold, life. And then once, what I would do with mine, slam them together, you get what you get on your prefixes, and then just do prefixes cannot be changed and Val Chaos Orb, and see what you get. When I did mine, I got cold and chaos on there, I got lucky and I got an actual resistant roll on top of that, and then I was able to craft another resistant. So the quiver I got is pretty lucky with the suffixes. But you know, you don't need crazy one like this. Just, you know, slam together, get what you get. It's the budget version. Amulet, pretty much quantity, rarity amulet, and some stats on there if you need, and get graceful assault for some onslaught. Chest piece, pretty much the normal chest piece, the sacrificial guard for the +1, and then increase the effective non-curse auras and explode. And just search out like that in the market and buy whatever you can. If you get one with like life, resistance, you know, find what you look for and just buy it. That's what I did. So I bought a cheap one, and then I just crafted the fizz taken as cold and fire and lightning. I mean, pretty much. So the purity in here, actually, wait, this and this and this are pretty much the rotation ones I've been using. So pretty much Herald of Purity, Herald of Ash, Herald of Ice, Enlighten, and Hatred. Normally, you would do Zealotry for, it's the best one, but I ran into a problem with Magic Find because I'm doing blue mobs, and when you start lowering your lightning res down to like 60, 40, I think it was usually 40 to 50, you get one shot very fast, especially when you add turbo to the monsters because you don't read the altars with this build. And I was dying a lot. So I first tried Grace, it didn't do anything. And then I switched to Purity of Lightning so that I wouldn't go pretty much have a problem with my lightning res. And it pretty much prevented me dying a lot less. So Purity of Lightning is probably the best option to go with, or Purity of Elements if you wanted to get the avoid elemental resistance. So like I think this is probably the best option if you're doing like Magic Find Blue Altars. You don't need the extra damage from Zealotry at all. I still one-shot everything, no problem. And that's why I pretty much cut the Zealotry out and went with the Purity of Lightning instead. But if you don't want to use this, you know, Zealotry instead. Boots and gloves are pretty much your normal Magic Find ones. The Gold Rim and Selena's Touch. Selena's Touch, just look for Elemental Weakness on it. I just bought the cheapest one I can buy. And this one, go for a 20 quant roll. Which I think it's... yeah, go for a 20 quant. It's the best thing to go for. Boots, cast damage taken, Immortal Call. Cast and Death Portal setup I took out because it's actually killed me a lot of times when you do that inside a Harpy pack. You die instantly. Today's Touch is pretty much Bone Chill, Hypothermia, Arcane Surge, and Vortex. And then when you switch to if you use Pure Lightning, you also get a lot more mana, so it's a lot easier to play with that route too. And then I'm using Bisco's Leash for the Rampage, the Strength, and the Quant. And pretty much Rampage is the biggest part I'm using it for. Flask. This Flask right here also the same thing as the Pure Lightning. This Flask is not needed. The crit Flask with the increased crit chance and gain Flask when you deal crit chance is better. I bought this because I kept getting stuck on the monsters and I got getting tired of it. So I just bought this to get around that. But the crit one is definitely much better. Taste of Hate to pretty much help take less damage. You know, your bleed immune, Quicksilver for movement speed, and then Rarity Flasks. And all of them are the gain charges when you deal crit strike. That's it, that part. Tree is pretty much straightforward, to be honest. It's your normal tree with Inspired Learnings. Pretty much with here, you know, like you have your usual 4, you have your Hexproof, your Resistance, and your Power Charge. No, nothing new with this. Tree, I'm using a lot of tattoos on here-ish until I ran out of attributes. Tattoos I'm using are pretty much all attribute ones down here. And then I have a bunch of the 5% increase Herald buff on you to pretty much try to get all 10 of them on here, but I couldn't get 10. I got like 7 or so. It just gives you more damage, more buff effect. So it's really good overall. Pretty common up here. Get your life wheel. Since we don't have life on our chest, I took the life from here for 15% more. Right here, mana reservation. Over here, your minimum power charge. Malicious Fate. Look for I went with increased damage, increased aura effect without really screwing up these things in general. To look forward to, because a lot of them will convert these, like how this one converts this to his fizzes, converts to lightning. But That's what you want to look at too when you're doing this. Like take inner for more damage. But like look at that when you buy these so you don't screw yourself over. I've done it to myself many times in past leagues. Pretty much your usual Herald area with auras. Over here, we'll do what's at the end. Mana reservation, strength, life, crit. Unnatural's instinct is really good over here because it gives you so much. You know, accuracy, life, a lot of dex, crit strike chance, recoup. Like it's really good. If you, unnaturals if you can. Cluster Jewel on this side is a fizz, a passive fizz for Battle Hardened, Force Multiplier, Iron Breaker. So it pretty much gives us fizz damage, and fizz damage in double chance. So it's really strong overall. And I have a corrupted blood jewel here, so you don't kill yourself all the time with life. And I got this one. I got lucky, got a crit and a rarity on it, so it's not bad. Megalo, you don't need an actual Megalo here. This was the cheaper option of the Purple Soul Harbinger. It's the only thing you care about. If you're going Megalo, just look for Purple Soul Harbinger and anything else that's good. Like this one, I got Towering Threat for more life and AoE. If you don't want to go Megalo, go for their cluster. I think there's 2 mods that go with this at work, but the starting price is like 10 divines. I forgot what I think it's like the ones with chill or shock and ignite, something like that. I believe. Cold damage. Cold is your other cold conversion here. The second cluster jewel. This one is the pretty much the blast freeze, the Dorianis, and prismatic heart with the cold. Pretty much leech and damage. Freezes spread with damage and damage with resistance. And then both of these ones are fast power and towering threats. You only need 2 of them if you're running the helm with the power charge in it. If your helm doesn't have the +1 power charge, you want to get 3 of these. With 2 of them, you're almost capped out. It's like 40-something%, so it's not really worth getting the 3rd one. So that's why I went with just the 2. And then Watcher's Eye, you need a fizz damage convert to cold. Do this based on what number your quiver is and just search like that. Most of the time, if you get a 25 quiver, look for a 35 plus Watcher's Eye. And then on here, look for any other stat that works. I found precision, so I cannot be blind. It's about the same. Look for about the same price anyways, the plain conversion one. So that's why I just went like that. Crit, life, skills cost life also, so it helps reduce the cost a little bit. Reservation. And then over here, Inspire Learnings. I'm using this because there's no Headhunter. So this works. This eats up a lot of points though. With Inspire Learnings, you have to take this point, take these 3 points, and take these 2 points. So it's 6 points you lose just from having Inspire Learnings, but it's worth it though. Once you get Headhunter, drop the Inspire Learnings and put anything else you want. That's the tree. Pretty much I'm just doing whatever with this. I haven't even upgraded the Pantheons. I'm doing Burning Ground because I'm too lazy to not roll maps. I would recommend too if you're playing this build, try to get positive chaos res any way you can. It does help a lot, and you will need it because chaos damage will kill you super quick. Pantheons kill all, or bandits kill all. I'm trying to think what else. We'll just do a quick map. So when running maps, no regen you do not want to do, and probably elemental reflect are probably the 2 I would say avoid. We're just gonna run actually a normal, just plain. I've already done showcases with this in the last 2 videos. Died a lot during them, but it still has a showcase at least. I don't know if it's even on actually. Hold on. Nope. There we go. We'll just do basic. We'll do a basic CT map. Yeah. But yeah, when I'm doing Magic Find with this, I probably said in the last videos, but I just don't remember. I don't read the altars. I look for 2 things. Do I see Divine? No. Take Quant. That's pretty much how I run these. There's obviously a lot of altars that can brick you. The Power Charge one really hurts your build a lot. And don't know what the other ones even do. I barely ever play blue. But it's pretty much straightforward with this. Get the boss. Add the phasing on so we don't have to care about anything. And there we go. So in here, I just rushed the boss, normal boss strategy. And then boss is dead. And now we clean the map up. But yeah, you can see you definitely Eldritch maps, doesn't matter. But you can see that you really don't need to care about your damage. Your damage is so high anyway, that's why a lot of trees not on there right now. He's dead. Obviously, Headhunter will be the next upgrade for this build. After that, you can go for like switch out of the Magic Find if you want, switch to something else. But it's all about the explosions with this build, pretty much. That's the whole point you're playing BV, is to see some pops. I don't see Divine. These maps aren't as juiced also as the last videos, just because I don't have any scarabs right now. And I took Beyond off my tree also because I didn't like Beyond personally. But yeah, like having the I just took Lightning Res right there minus, and we're still at 83, so we're still way over capped on res. So it's definitely one of these. That's the reason why I took that also, so I don't deal with that problem. And I definitely do like having a Purity of Lightning on this when doing Magic Find. It helps a lot, especially if you're doing blue altars. Like if you're doing red altars, Purity of Fire could work too. I was not expecting Alpha, but we can do this. And I will do that one, and does not matter. And you also cast your Val BV against bosses too. Obviously, the build is not super fast if you're looking for a super zoom build. It's definitely not the build for that. If you want to make the build faster, drop the boots and get the Tailwind Elusive on-top boots. It'll probably make your build feel a lot better. But we're Magic Find, so we're cutting a lot of that kind of stuff out just to have more quant. Something. Oh, rip. Those should not be a swing anymore. A drop at least. Yeah, these maps definitely are not on the juice side at all. What the last one was. But yeah, like overall, I don't remember exactly what I spent on the build, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot less. Come on, let's go. I don't think this matters too much. But yeah, you still can die to big hits though. Does not matter. It's actually probably a good spot to use like your brands if you're doing this. And that's the map pack. Oh no, 50 monsters left. But I'm probably not going to go through and clear out this whole map. I just wanted to showcase the build. Because I don't... Okay, less than 50. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's the map. It's not the best showcase, but at least shows why I take the purity of lightning pretty much. It does help. Keeps you alive. But that's the build. I think I went over everything. It's basic BV build. I've done BV for a long time now. Many people do BV. I just want to try some Magic Find on to see how it would do. And I'm going to probably transition this build now into the Headhunter version. And then keep doing this for a while until I decide what I want to farm, because I don't know right now. But hope I liked the video. I'll link the POB in the description below. Hopefully I'm going to upload it right now, so I remember. And hope I liked the video. We'll see everyone on the next one. Goodbye, everyone.